This fight scheduled for 12 rounds in the lightweight division. Christina Poncher and former WBO 140-pound champ Chris Algieri here with you. Thank you for joining us around the world. It is time. Vasily Lomachenko, the southpaw, in the green trunks. Teofimo Lopes in the orthodox stance in the graphite gray and blue trunks. Who will reign supreme in the 135-pound division? A lot of questions will be answered tonight. All the questions will be answered tonight, Chris.
Right away, we see Lomachenko, the southpaw with that right foot, right hand in front. Lopes from the orthodox position, left hand in front. Notice they're toe-to-toe.
You will hear the voice of Teofimo's father loud and clear. There is no crowd inside the bubble. This fight taking place during the global pandemic, COVID-19. Select media, top-ranked staff, commission, judges, close family, and that's it. Lomachenko, Lopes, and referee Russell Moore.
Now you see Lopes wound very, very tight right now. Very explosive, very quick. He's got that fast twitch movement.
Vasily Lomachenko saying this is the biggest fight of my career because it's going to take me a step closer to my dreams. Just like I felt in the Olympic Games, becoming a two-time gold medalist, that was a dream. Unifying world titles in professional boxing is another dream of mine. I tried to do it at 26, I tried to do it at 130, and this is my chance to do it now at 135 pounds. And no doubt about it, the biggest test for Teofimo Lopes in his young career. Just 2 rounds as a world champion, and that spectacular knockout victory in round 2 against Richard Comey in December, compared to 137 world championship rounds for Teofimo Lopes. Or for Vasily Lomachenko, excuse me.
You see Lomachenko beginning to loosen up some. Changing levels, moving around, hasn't thrown a whole lot of punches yet. I think he's just trying to see what the young line in front of him's got. Try and get his angles, his range, his speed, his timing. Make no mistake, Lomachenko is a rhythm fighter.
Good right hand to the body from Lopes. Working a lot off the jab here in round 1. Under 30 seconds to go.
Lomachenko, you see what his level changes. Going underneath shots, slipping the jabs, making Lopes reach. Very good, very smart.
Not a lot of offense here for Loma in round 1. Kind of just calculating, inputting all the information into the matrix, if you will.
He said he wanted to take him late, so I'm sure he's going to try to avoid that heavy power push early on.
Watch your feet! Watch your feet!
And I think it would be really interesting, too, to hear the corner direction on both sides.
Absolutely.
Because so much of this is going to be about adjustments. And you and I, Chris, we're not inside the bubble. We're not sitting there ringside. In fact, we're calling this fight remotely from a studio in Southern California. And that's one thing I miss about being there. Sometimes we're often sitting in one of the corners. You can hear what the trainers are saying. So look forward to bringing that to you as we move forward. Christina Poncher and Chris Algieri here with you. Round 2 of this unification lightweight fight.
I'm actually surprised to see Lomachenko moving to his left, which is into the power hand, the right hand of Teofimo Lopes, which is why I think some of those body shots have been able to touch the champion thus far.
Teofimo Lopes saying the jab is going to be key. I want to touch the body early and make sure I'm finding that right distance.
Good
as he tags the body with the left hand. And there with the right hand. Good start here for Lopes in round 2.
I think that punch might have bothered the champion, Vasily Lomachenko.
27 punches to 4 thrown through round 1 here. Now in round 2, early success for Lopes. And although both of these guys look similar size, obviously weighing in right at the limit for both out as 135, you can see how much Lopes' body has filled out here.
Yeah, especially you can see in his shoulders. Yeah, he's filled in quite a bit since yesterday's weigh-in. Definitely put on more weight, looks stronger and fitter at this weight class.
And perhaps investing in the body early with that size advantage, a big part of the game plan for Team Lopes.
You see Lopes, eyes wide open, looking for his opportunities to fire. He has an explosive speed, that big power. He's a great counterpuncher. He just has to find his range and get in the rhythm of Lomachenko.
And Lomachenko, albeit having success at 135 pounds, admits that it's not his natural weight class. He's much more comfortable at 130 pounds, but at the time, just not a lot of good fights for him to make, not a chance for him to really unify. And here he is getting two good left hands in there on Lopes, fighting up for the 5th time at 135 pounds.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question that Lopes is the more natural lightweight than is Lomachenko, but
And a chess match, both guys using that word in the fighter meeting. Both agree that it's going to be distance, it's going to be timing.
at this level, I mean, it's always going to be like that. Especially when you have two fighters with their styles. They're very, very technical. And even though Teofimo is considered a puncher, he's a very, very good counterpuncher, a very smart boxer.
Yeah, I don't think he gets as much credit for his boxing ability. I know everyone talks about his power. You see the highlight knockouts
I agree,
that he
100%.
does.
He sets that up with beautiful boxing, great judgment, and good range. Ooh, good shots from the champion.
Beautiful shots. Got to be clear, because we got two champs in there tonight. Good counter, quick. I mean, you don't like to see your husband get hit at all. Not that that was a devastating shot, but there's likely much more of that to come. So she's got to buckle up.
Oh yeah, we got 10 more rounds to go in this world title affair.
Scheduled for 12 in the lightweight unification fight. Christina Poncher and Chris Algieri here with you. And as I mentioned, listening into the corners, the production team, the broadcast team has to get permission, and the Lopes corner has not granted permission for a microphone to be used in the Lopes corner. So we will not be hearing live sound from the corner of Teofimo Lopes. He has his father, Senior, and Joey Gamache in his corner. Lomachenko's corner granting that access, but my Russian isn't too good. So, Chris, I don't know how yours is, but we'll see what we can make of it here.
I don't think it's much better than yours, honestly, so.
At least you know how to speak boxing, my friend. I think probably part of that reason is because of the mouth of Teofimo's father. I don't think we want to be on the beat button.
Not made for
I know him very well, and if this was on pay-per-view, it'd be a different story, but it's not.
I would love to hear that corner, though, just from an instructional standpoint.
Even from Joey, absolutely. That's unfortunate. But we'll rely on some corner reports and call the action here as we see it.
I would have to assume that the corner of Lopes should be pretty happy at this point. They're controlling the center of the ring. Lomachenko has not been firing too much. He has not put up much offense, although we saw a flash of that at the end of round number 2. But for the most part, it's been Lopes stalking, landing occasional body shots, and countering just like that.
The hand speed of Lopes, too, on display in that combination as Lomachenko answers right back.
I actually believe, I think some people might argue with me, but I actually believe that Lopes is the faster of the two. It's just that Lomachenko is such a good rhythm fighter.
Oh, good body shot there, left hand on the way out by Lopes. And he's got him back up against the ropes. That's where he wants Loma. And a good counter combination landed there from Lomachenko. You almost don't need a mic for Junior. You can hear him just fine. Loma very calculated to start this fight, as Lopes having success early, landing more shots to the body. So if you follow the career of Vasily Lomachenko, he has a high IQ. He knows exactly everything that him and Papachenko do is very calculated, and at any moment when he's ready to turn it on and turn it up, he could do so.
Yeah, it seems like High Tech is in the analysis mode of the fight, and he's taking in as much data as he can and he wants to take the young champion late, as he said multiple times.
And according to Teofimo Lopes, he's got to get there first. Team Lopes saying this fight is not going to go past 6 rounds.
I think Lomachenko, although he's being cautious, I think he needs to be careful of putting himself too deep in a hole and having to have to fight behind the 8 ball for the rest of the night. I would like to see him be a little more, maybe a lot more active, especially offensively.
Yeah, we've seen it in spurts, and he's been successful. He has landed some shots on Teofimo Lopes, but he could very well be down 3 rounds to nothing right now. And there's again that right hand, and Bernardo Osuna reporting from ringside that Teofimo's father loves that looping right hand and feels like that has been the difference. That is why Lomachenko has not exchanged. That's some of the sound from the corner saying he can feel the power from your right hand.
I don't disagree. I do believe that first right hand, that one over the top that Lomachenko landed, that Lopes landed, Lomachenko did feel, and has put him even more on alert. That he needs to be careful with this young champion in front of him, Lopes.
Saw the feet briefly getting tangled up there. Teofimo Lopes stepped on the top of Lomachenko's foot, and oftentimes you see that with an orthodox and a southpaw fighter, that battle for that lead foot position, trying to establish that outside foot position, if you will. And with footwork being such an integral part, and it's one of the things I love about watching Vasily Lomachenko fight is how beautiful he works his feet. But right now it's Lopes that has been backing him up and has been on the offensive, having Lomachenko retreating for much of the first almost now 4 rounds of this fight.
There seems to be a little difference here in Lomachenko, though. It seems that he is closing the distance now and is willing to make the young champion miss at close range rather than just completely evading.
An excellent point. Lopes, and this may favor to some of the judges, being more offensive. Not all of these shots are landing. Not all of them are flush. Lomachenko very, very skilled in making his opponents miss, even if just by mere inches.
Here we're seeing that footwork from Lomachenko. I did this earlier, though. You don't want to dig yourself into a hole, and we're getting into that territory. We're in round number 5, and Loma has thrown very few punches.
Round 5 scheduled for 12, the lightweight unification fight. Christina Poncher and Chris Algieri here with you. Thank you to everybody joining us. And there is a look at the punches thrown. You talked about it. 100 more punches thrown by Teofimo Lopes through 4.
Yeah, and nearly 3 times as many landed punches as well. And even if there is not a lot of punches landed, the man who's busier is going to win the rounds and win the moments.
What do you think that Vasily Lomachenko can do to get inside and get some more work in against Teofimo?
He's shown the ability to make Lopes miss, but I think he needs to utilize strikes with that head movement. You slip to the outside, you make him miss, you touch him with that left hand, you move out that side, like similar to that. You land the right hook as Lopes throws the right hand. He has to start touching him, because otherwise Lopes is going to have no respect for the man in front of him and just walk him down with the bigger punches.
And that could be dangerous as well. We did see Lomachenko land a good right hand in that last exchange, but Lopes landing as well.
You know, Lopes doesn't have to do much more than this. If he's staying busier, he's throwing the harder shots, he's touching the body, you know, he's going to be banking rounds. Part of me wants him to get in there and get into exchanges because he is the bigger puncher, but it's about winning.
And that's what, at least on your scorecard and to my eyes, seems to be what's happening right now. And that's Teofimo Lopes outboxing Vasily Lomachenko early. Lands a right-handed down to the body. Russell slightly saying no lower, although those punches were good right on that belt line of Lomachenko.
You know, we're used to seeing Lomachenko starting cautiously and early in fights, getting his rhythm, finding his range, figuring his man out. But normally, we see a lot more offense. We see a lot more ring control. We're not seeing that tonight against Lopes.
One of the things I wanted to mention, both fighters coming off the longest layoff of their careers, and perhaps a little bit of that rust just trying to get shaken off right now. 308 days for Teofimo Lopes and 1 year and 48 days for Lomachenko since he's last been in the ring. So the both
he drives he throws his face into, you know, Lomachenko's punch, increasing the impact. And that's what timing is all about.
It could easily be a shutout right now through 5 rounds for Teofimo Lopes, although that last round probably a better round for Lomachenko. Just not the offense that we are looking to see, and typically a lot more jabs being thrown by Lomachenko through 5, only 28 jabs thrown by Vasily Lomachenko through 5 rounds.
Very unlike Loma to be so inactive, especially with the jabs.
Lopes is known for his power shots, the big shots. He's not known to be working off the jab, and for him to throw that many jabs in comparison to Lomachenko just goes to show the control that he is in this fight through 5 rounds. And you can tell, Chris, as you mentioned to Loma, a little bit hesitant when he sees that big right hand coming.
Yeah, he's not putting himself in position to counter. He's just defending. And defense is very important, but it's not a key to victory in this fight. Big jabs from Loma. See, we're in round number 6 now, so this is where Lomachenko has to step up, unless he's expecting to knock out Lopes late.
I think a lot of people right now are watching this fight, if I could speak honestly, maybe stunned right now at what they're seeing, or maybe not seeing from Vasily Lomachenko.
Yeah, I think what you just said, not seeing. I don't think they're really seeing how dangerous Lopes is in there, how he's able to control with his physical size and power.
Watch your head. Watch
It's
your
one
head.
thing to watch from home. It's another thing to have punches whiz by your ears and your chin and your whiskers. You feel the power. You feel the wind. You get touched on your elbow. You get hit on your shoulder.
You could speak to that. You've been there. You fought at the highest level. You've been a world champion.
Yeah, there are some very, very dangerous men in this world and that ring. And, you know, you can never speak ill on someone based on how they're fighting at this level, because you don't know what this feels like in there.
Watch your head. Stop!
Right hand to the body and a nice counter right hand from Lomachenko
Okay.
connects
Okay.
as a warning there from the head as they come together in the center of the ring holding. And you see these flashes of these great shots landed, but just one from Lomachenko in those exchanges.
Yeah, just not enough. I mean, a lot of defense. He's doing really well with that. He's not going to hit much, but
Ooh, big power shot at the end of that round from Lopes. Punctuation. Round 7 is scheduled for 12 for the lightweight unification. All the belts on the line. The WBC franchise title, WBA, WBO, IBF, and Ring Magazine title. Now 6 rounds in the books. Teofimo Lopes likely ahead. The majority of those early rounds, just the more active fighter.
there's a chance that it is 6-0 Lopes. And we are now entering the second half of the fight where we are in draw or need a knockout.
Let him go. Stop!
So
Stop!
Loma really needs to step on the gas.
Don't hold him down. But don't here. Let's go. Box!
Technically, barring a knockout or any knockdowns, Lopes would need to win just a single round in order to win the fight. A single round more. That's if he is up 6-0.
I've called the majority of fights of Lomachenko's career in one aspect or another, be it reporting or ringside, what have you. And I've never seen him off to a start like this, down this heavy on the cards in any of his professional fights. Even the fight against Salito, which was the second fight of his professional career, he was in there, he was banging. Some of those rounds were closer rounds, but this clear of a disparity this early, I mean, Lomachenko right now needs to make some serious adjustments and work himself back into this fight.
He's never been in there with someone this big and this strong and this dangerous.
And all that Teofimo's father has said is, my son's going to make it look easy in there. We've heard that in the lead-up. We've heard that in the build-up to this fight. He's not on my son's level, and all that Teofimo has had to do is back up what his dad said, and he's done that each and every time.
Big right hand in that exchange there from Lopes. Right down the middle. Very sharp, precise shot. Good body shot there from Lopes.
Yeah, it actually had Lomachenko backing up for just a second, right when he was trying to unleash his offensive arsenal.
Loma playing on some physical body pressure here.
You can punch. He can punch. You can punch her there.
Nice quick jab from Lomachenko. And right back from Lopes. The big question was age. Was that going to be a factor for Lomachenko? At what point would he start to look every bit of his nearly 396 amateur fights, 397, every bit of his now 15 professional fights, world championship rounds?
I don't think it's age. I think it's size.
Sure.
I think that the power, the speed, I don't think it's Loma getting old. I think that Lopes is a big, strong, and young.
Yeah, these are just questions that people had before the fight.
For sure.
And we're getting some of these questions answered right now as you see a look at the replay. Nice right hand there for Loma, but not enough of it.
No. I mean, he's been precise when he does let his hands go. He just is not doing it enough. He's been able to defend. He's been able to counter at times, but too few and far between.
And I mean, I don't know if having, good right hand to start here from Lomachenko. I was going to say having the long layoff, having no crowd. I'm searching for some sort of answers as to why what we're seeing. And other than the size of Lopes and the early shot that he landed, I mean, really no adjustments have been made to this point from Vasily Lomachenko.
I mean, last round we did see him push the action a little bit more.
And he comes together and
Come here. You got to watch your
a
head.
clash of
Come in
heads.
with your
If you
head.
look at the number of punches thrown through 7 rounds, 282 punches landed for Teofimo Lopes.
All right, guys. Let's go. Watch your hands.
Stern warning from Russell Mora about the head clashes, which oftentimes the orthodox and southpaw, those things come together.
Yeah,
that happens.
Not something that generally happens in a Loma fight because of his footwork, but we did see it just there.
A couple times in this fight, which Lopes has complained about to Russell Mora.
Vasily been branching a nice jab the last 2 rounds, but there comes the power and the counters of Lopes. I like that uppercut that he's shooting from that back stance. He's staying heavy on that back foot in that counter position with that right hand down and firing that right uppercut right up the middle, which is a great weapon against southpaw.
Ooh, beautiful hand speed there from Lopes. And back with the great counter combination comes Lomachenko.
And a good body shot, too.
There we go. There's some work from Lomachenko on the inside as he continues to work. Russell Mora lets him work in the clinch. Teofimo holding with that left hand. Some good work there.
Loma getting drunk on the inside.
Nice counter shot there as action is finally heating up here in round 8. Lopes got him against the ropes. Left hand counter from Lomachenko.
Lomachenko putting himself into the power punching position, and honestly, he needs to because of the hole that he's put himself into in the scorecards. He needs to be out there landing the big shots, getting rough, getting mean in there.
Watch your feet.
There's that lead jab that lands against Lopes.
I'm assuming the game plan has had to be to take it late and to finish it. Otherwise, I don't see what the point of getting away so many rounds early on was. Good counter from Lopes.
Be sure he didn't wind up on that right hand.
I believe that the range, the length, and the counterpunching ability of Lopes has really put Lomachenko on notice.
And here we are now at the end of round 8. Lopes team saying it wouldn't go past 6. Lomachenko team saying that it's going to go late. We want to take him to deep waters. Finally turning it up here. Best round of the fight,
yes,
in my opinion. And here we go for round 9. Christina Poncher and Chris Algieri here with you. Lopes in control early, arguably winning the first 4 or 5 rounds on the cards, and then things starting to tighten up a little more the last few. Best round of the fight for Lomachenko, round 8.
You can see that last round landing at a 50% clip. Again, not throwing a lot, but when he does, he has been accurate. Last round by far his most active and best round. That catch and shoot style of Lopes has been very effective at stemming the offense of Lomachenko this far.
Watch your legs, watch your legs. Let's go, let's keep this clean.
This is the only time outside of the Masayoshi Nakatani fight back in July that Lopes has seen round 9. That fight went the distance, all 12, but other than that, no other fight has gone past 7 rounds in his professional career. Obviously not the case with Vasily Lomachenko, having gone the distance multiple times with 12 as a pro, as he, for the first time, pushes Lopes back.
Yeah, good work from Lomachenko backing up Lopes. Team Lopes has been adamant about saying that Lomachenko does not fight well going backwards. Ooh, good counter there by Lomachenko. I like that straight left hand to the body from Loma. He needs to do more of that.
And a little bit different energy here from Lomachenko. You can sense that he knows that he's got to pick it up here.
Let go. Stop. Let go. Let
Willing
go.
to stand in an exchange.
And to get rough on the inside. And that's one thing about size in a fight. As the fight wears on, a lot of times the guy who cuts more weight has the advantage early, but not so much late. If they struggle to make the weight, that sometimes can tell at the second half of the fight.
And from and we're hearing that through the last 2 rounds, Loma's punch output totaled what he had thrown through the first 6 total rounds of the fight.
I believe it. It certainly looked that way. As I said in those first 6 rounds, you can't win rounds if you don't throw punches. Good body shot again there.
Yeah, something we haven't seen too much from Loma here is any body work.
Right. But these last 2 rounds, this is more of what Loma needs to do.
Lick the bucket, lick the bucket.
Round 10 scheduled for 12. How'd you score that last round, Chris?
I gave that to Lomachenko. I thought that he was able to back up Lopes. I did like that short left hand to the body that landed very, very clean.
So 6 rounds to 3 for you. For Teofimo Lopes.
Yes.
No,
See,
stop!
keep it
No.
moving.
Don't grab. Don't pull. Let's go, guys.
Is this the type of chess match to this point that you expected, Chris?
No, I thought that there was going to be more offense early. I thought that Loma was going to be able to utilize that footwork a little more than what we're used to. I thought it was going to look like this, honestly, from the beginning.
Yeah, and I kind of hoped it would too, especially on a fight this big and this magnitude. Obviously, fight fans are going to tune in, but there's a lot of casual fans, people that are drawn into this because of the promotion and what they've heard about it, and I'm sure they're clamoring for a little more action at this point, a little more of what we've seen the past couple rounds.
We're trading now.
And what we'll see possibly here through the last now 2.5 if we get to that point.
Loma turning into a bit of a bully.
In front.
It's so hard sometimes for these big fights to really live up to the hype, you know, especially after what we just saw 2 weeks ago with Zepeda and Baranchek and that type of fight. Things now starting to heat up from round 8, 9, and now 10.
I'm seeing some big breaths from Lopes.
We just saw this right hand, and another good combination from Lomachenko. Lomachenko getting a little more of his rhythm now.
Yeah, he's changed the range quite a bit. He feels much more comfortable in the pocket, taking the punches better as well.
Great observation as he's now pushing forward. As I say that, Teofimo tries to push him back. Good jab there, landed by Loma.
That's that body shot again.
Oh, that left hand to the body, and a good answer by Lopes. Ooh, good combination there by Lomachenko. Having much more success now.
Yeah, you see him putting on pressure.
Loma even starting to get more to rhythm, and there's a low blow. And Russell Mora is going to give Lomachenko some time.
You okay? You all right? Okay, give me your gloves. Give me your gloves. You're okay? Okay, stay right here. Stay right here. Okay, that was accidental. I got
Look
you.
at a hard shot.
Don't let it happen again. All right? All right, let's go.
A stern warning for Teofimo Lopes for
Time!
a low blow. Said it was incidental, I understand, but don't
Clean round,
championship
guys.
rounds,
Get the
rounds 11 and 12 for all the belts at 135 pounds, lightweight supremacy on the line here. Lomachenko has another good 2 rounds. I mean, you could be looking at a draw.
He's gonna need it.
I mean, it's gonna be close here, and of course, starting this round off strong is Lomachenko knowing how close this fight is.
Watch your head.
You start to see the number of punches thrown evening out a little bit, although
But Lopes,
the percentage that Lomachenko lands does not compare, but still 30 more punches in that 10th round by
Lopes
Teofimo.
still needs to be careful, though. He has a very dangerous man in front of him. He's getting in there, being a little bit reckless, honestly, and you know, he's got a young guy in there with big power. I think can hurt. So he needs to still be cautious, even if he's going to be more offensive.
Oh, some good work here on the inside from Lopes.
Oh,
Nice
right
uppercut. And a nice counter left hand to the body from Lomachenko.
Not back here. Not back here.
What a change in body language. Lomachenko now backing Lopes up, putting him on the ropes, letting his hands go.
The mouth open of Teofimo Lopes, a little more heavy breathing,
Good body shot
and a
again.
nice body shot from Lomachenko.
Good elbow there from Lopes. These guys are getting rough on the inside. Stakes are getting high.
And how about Teofimo a little more flat-footed here? Not really bouncing around the way he was early in the fight.
And also not controlling the distance like he was earlier with his power punches and his counter punching. You know, now much more Loma is able to walk in and do what he wants.
Right-hand lead combination there from Lomachenko. Again with the jab.
Oh, good body shot. Very good body shot. I think Loma still needs to put pressure on. He needs to do something big here, either a knockdown or force a stoppage. It's still too close.
Even this round, they've both gone back and forth.
Yeah,
nice work there from Teofimo to the body, backing Loma up there. But Loma probably winning the first 2 minutes or so of that round, and he's doing what he needs to do here to try to even this out on the scorecards. But you're right, Chris, a knockdown or would be monumental.
Clean round.
All right, the 12th and final round in what has turned out to be a much closer fight towards the end. But look, scorecards could be all over the place at this point, considering the latter half of this fight, Chris.
Right, yeah. I mean, I have it still close. I still have Lopes ahead. Lomachenko would need
Watch your head.
to win this round to get a draw. On my scorecard, my very, very unofficial scorecard.
It's very hard to call a fight and score it at the same time. I was hearing Andre Ward on the call states he had it almost even going into the 11th round. And 274 jabs thrown by Teofimo through 11 is the most he's ever thrown in a fight.
Good shot.
Beautiful lead left uppercut from Teofimo. And then right hand to the body from Teofimo. Can the young champion put an exclamation point on his performance tonight? Or will the savvy veteran, the future Hall of Famer, and Vasily Lomachenko do enough to even this out? Or even put down Lopes? Good body shot there from Lopes. And we are 90 seconds away. Here's the action. Both of them know what's on the line now.
Lopes doing a good job of saving just enough in the last round to still put up a fight, where in the last couple of rounds he really was just countering and fighting off the ropes.
Good punches still landing here though by Lomachenko. Lopes, you can tell he's breathing heavily.
Yeah. Being this late in the fight, also taking a lot of the body shots from Loma the last couple of rounds. Definitely taking a little bit out of Lopes, but honestly, I think he still had a very good round number 12. Digging deep is the young champion, Teofimo Lopes.
Ooh, good counter shot with the left hand from Lopes. Gives him some confidence.
Yeah, the power differential is just so different.
Back to the body goes Lopes. Swinging for the fences goes Lopes. 30 seconds to go now. You hear Teofimo's father, don't stop, don't stop. Everything you got right here from both champions.
Ooh, good body shot
Over there.
Come
here. Come here, Doc.
Are they, okay,
I got an
they're
accidental
going to take a look at the cut from an accidental headbutt.
Gotta watch your head, okay? Gotta watch your head. Good? Thank you. Okay. You have to watch your head too, alright? Both of you guys gotta watch your head. Alright. Box.
Teofimo will not be happy about that cut, but knowing that he is just seconds away from arguably becoming a unified world champ, these two are going at it as they battle to the belt for the king of the lightweight division. It is over. This fight goes the distance between Teofimo Lopes and Vasily Lomachenko.
Excellent finish for the young champion Lopes. You see him jump on the ropes. He believes he's the winner. So do I.
This one is going to the scorecards. A strong start for Teofimo Lopes. Tight start to turn around round 6 for Vasily Lomachenko. Much closer rounds towards the middle of the fight, and then probably a solid finish from Teofimo Lopes around round 10 might have been enough to do it.
Yeah, I think that was really important for Lopes to finish strong in the 12th round, and he did. He saved just enough juice to fire some big shots. I think he caught Loma several times in that round that made him think twice about being all-out offensive. Excellent performance by the young champion, Teofimo Lopes. I am super impressed with this kid every time out, and true to fashion, I'm impressed once again. Absolutely tremendous performance from Teofimo.
The world, the takeover, Teofimo Lopes!
And he has done it. The takeover has begun. Teofimo Lopes is now the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. Backflip, snow angels, you deserve it all. 16-0, 12 knockouts, and he is going home tonight as the king of the lightweight division. And for the second time in his professional career, Vasily Lomachenko tastes defeat.
And they announced the scorecards and the winner, nodding and agreeing. He didn't have an argument.
And it doesn't look like we're going to get an interview from Vasily Lomachenko either, but undoubtedly you'll hear from Teofimo Lopes and probably his father as well, as a superstar is born, perhaps thrusting himself now into the pound-for-pound conversation and walking home and walking out of this ring now with 3 more belts than he walked in with. I mean, that's incredible at 23 years old. I mean, it's a pinch myself moment for Teofimo Lopes.
You used the right word, superstar. The kid's got it. He's got the skills. He's the undisputed champion of the world right now. He's 23 years old, undefeated,